And the Falcons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. All right, check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a man who played his college ball in Happy Valley, their rookie quarterback from Penn State.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Jets hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL in terms of receptions by a wideout. Now 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bonito in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Offside, defense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 37. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Jets take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the counter, this is Robinson. He's stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Penix. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Penix working out of the gun here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He finds Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Harrison Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting set to go once more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself,
and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Bryant has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll throw with Penix. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bonito picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they work this out past the 25. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Throw left side. There's London. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And looking to throw, Penix. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, point the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Got London on a slant, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. To the air, Penix. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Penix. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll shift things around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here now come the Falcons. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Here's Penix. Dancing to his left. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Penix working out of the gun here. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect. Extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 16, a minute 16 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Penix to the air once more. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. That's caught by Pitts. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles, get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Shine, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. I mean, you might